You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, I must admit, I'm actually kind of surprised by this, guys. I really am. Now, we found out a few days ago that World Boxing has now banned Olympic gold medalist in the women's division, Imane Khelif, because Imane Khelif is a man. Just that simple, man. This is not a transgender thing. He's actually a man. We did a video last year, guys, where a report actually came out showing the sex test of Imane Khelif. And it was determined that this is an XY male. No other way to put it, guys. An XY male. But it was kind of under wraps. It wasn't out there publicly. I remember actually doing that video. But now that Imane Khelif is actually going to be subjected to a sex test, guess what? The test now has got leaked everywhere. 100% confirm this is a man. The mainstream media cannot hide this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they tried to say that the test like a year ago was like Russian disinformation. Where have we actually heard that from before, guys? Yeah, it's real. Imane Khelif will never participate in women's boxing again. And by the way, J.K. Rowling has called for Imane Khelif now to be stripped of his gold medal. And he should. Because we got the test, guys. We got the test. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, right over here. Leaked tests show Olympic gold medalist Imane Khelif has male karyotypes. In other words, just a man. Just a man. Not intersex, nothing like that. Because when you're talking about intersex, we're talking about additional chromosomes. That's not the case here. This is a XY male. Another way to put it. Says here, leaked medical tests reportedly show that Algerian boxer Imane Khelif, who won Olympic gold as a female boxer in Paris last year, has male karyotypes and may not qualify as a female for the 2020, I think they actually meant 2028 Olympics here, after the new gender test requirement comes into force. Khelif dominated all female opponents to win the gold in women's boxing at the 2024 event. Still, the win was marred by controversy because the Algerian had been disqualified from competing as a female in 2022 and 23 by the IBA due to concerns about the validity of Khelif's gender test. Yeah. The International Olympic Committee, though, decided not to observe the IBA's ban on Khelif and approved the boxer's entry as a woman for the Paris Games. Yeah, the IOC right now looks like fools. They really do look like fools. Khelif's old test results are coming back to the forefront, though, because the agency responsible for organizing boxing for the next Olympics, the World Boxing Association, has announced new gender tests for all Olympic fighters. Shout out to them. I think it's safe to say Khelif won't be in the U.S. fighting with women. It's not going to happen. Now Khelif's past gender tests are resurfacing, and they seem to indicate that Khelif has strong male properties. Not just strong male properties, 100% male properties. Look at, we even have the test right here. Redux put this out right here. A blood test leaked by Olympic Press Committee member Alan Abrahamson confirms that Algerian boxer Imane Khelif is male. The test was conducted in 2023 at the request of the IBA and resulted in Khelif being disqualified from the Women's Boxing Championship in New Delhi. Yeah, that is how Imane Khelif got knocked out of the IBA. Now, if Imane Khelif wants to participate in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics out here in the United States, hey, take the test. Take the test. But we know you're going to fail. Look here, right here. It says chromosome analysis reveals male karyotype. No numerical or structural chromosomal anomalies detected at 450 to 550 banning resolution. Right there. That is it right there. This is a male. Yeah. The test was done in New Delhi. And that is why Imane Khelif got banned. Now, there's some other stuff too, guys, that's not in any of these articles right here. But Imane Khelif does have male genitalia. Yeah. Micro penis, and internal testicles. Women don't get that. Women do not get that. He has no female sex organs. None. Look here. Algerian sports officials blasted the findings and claimed that Khelif qualifies as a woman for, quote unquote, medical reasons. What does that even mean? Still, the boxer was placed on testosterone suppressants after testing in 2023. Wait a minute. Hold on. If Imane Khelif is a woman, why does he actually have to take testosterone suppressants? Khelif says he is identified as female since birth and is unapologetic about competing as a woman. Well, you notice here it says identified as female, not actually being a female. Yeah. Now, look over here. Riley Gaines put this out right here. To all the people that insisted Imane Khelif was a woman because his passport said so, you were wrong, we were right. Sincerely, people with functioning eyes and a shred of honesty. Yeah, because the Telegraph here is putting it out too. Medical report leak that proves Imane Khelif is biological male. Sex test results published online, which debunk IOC's stance on controversial Olympic champion. Yeah. And by the way, Wikipedia over here, disgusting. This is the way they framed Imane Khelif over here, man. Down here it says right here it says following Khelif's victory over Italy's Angela Carini, I almost messed up her name, during the 2024 Olympic Games, misinformation surfaced on social media about his gender and eligibility to compete. Unsubstantiated claims that Khelif is male were fueled by Khelif's disqualification from the 2023 Women's World Boxing Championships, organized by the Russian-led IBA, after he allegedly failed unspecified gender eligibility tests. The IOC and its Paris boxing unit stated Khelif was eligible to compete in the Olympics and criticized the IBA's previous disqualification as sudden and arbitrary and taken without any due process. And they have here on Wikipedia, Khelif was born female and no medical evidence that he has XY chromosomes or elevated levels of testosterone have been published. Well, Wikipedia, you're wrong. Because the testosterone was definitely elevated and he had to take suppressants. And he does have XY chromosomes. Folks, this is why you can't trust Wikipedia. When I was in college, man, you couldn't reference Wikipedia for anything. And like I said, right here, J.K. Rowling is calling for Imane Khelif to have that gold medal stripped away. Yeah, everybody knows now for a fact that Imane Khelif is a male. Yep. No other way to put it, guys. There you have it. It is out there publicly and everyone is reporting on this. That is a wrap for Imane Khelif. It is over with. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.